Hello, my name is Adam Janke. I'm the Director of Religious Education here at St. Mary Catholic Church. If this is your first visit to our website, welcome. I'm glad that you're here. There's plenty to see. Just click on the different menu options to access the different departments here at our website. If you ever have any questions, just go ahead and call 655-2620. I'm going to begin a series of short talks on the Catholic faith. This is for Catholics and any visitors who may have questions or may be wondering what is it that we, as Catholics, believe. If you have a question about the Catholic faith that you would like me to answer, you can email me at ajanke@stmarywilliamston.com. That email address is available in our staff directory as well. Or you can simply scroll to the bottom of the website and there is a comment box there that you can leave your messages and questions as well. So first of all, why would anyone want to become Catholic? A cousin of mine recently said that he doesn't celebrate Easter because he believes that's the day when zombie Jesus raises from the dead. That just goes to show you what many people think about our faith. Irrelevant, obsolete, who needs God anymore today? Even more so, who needs a Catholic church? Who needs a Catholic faith? A famous convert, G.K. Chesterton, talking about his own conversion, once said that there are thousands of reasons to become Catholic. It really all amounts to one reason, that Catholicism is true. I hope that's what you'll get out of these short videos that we're producing for you. Now I know you're probably thinking, nuh-uh, Catholicism isn't true, or at least big parts of it aren't true, or small parts of it aren't true, or there's different things about the Catholic faith that I just don't believe. I don't think they're biblical, or perhaps I don't believe in God at all. Whatever your questions are, whatever your reasons are, cool, go ahead and shoot them off to us and we'll go ahead and try to answer those for you. Now, at its core, Catholics are people who have responded to God's self-revelation. What He's told us about Himself, about our world, and about us. The first question that Catholics have answered then, does God exist? And if God exists, has He revealed Himself to us? So first, does God exist? There are 20 classic proofs for the existence of God. A higher being, a creator. Most of these proofs are philosophical in nature. They show that God must exist through the use of reason. Now some of these proofs are rather complex, and I want to talk about one of them now. There's an argument from efficient causality. Now this proves that in order for something to exist, it must have a creator or a first mover. Take this MP3 player as an example. In order for this MP3 player to exist, something had to have created it. A manufacturer somewhere took the raw materials, molded them, put the circuit boards together, put the battery inside the MP3 player in order for it to exist. Before whatever was behind this MP3 player created the MP3 player, it did not exist. It could not come into existence on its own. Now the MP3 player as well cannot be the cause of its own existence. It cannot have created itself. Take that back to the idea of the universe. Whatever scientific explanation we have for the creation of the universe, the matter itself, its initial creation, had to have come from somewhere. It had to have come from an uncreated reality. It's the only rational explanation for existence, because things cannot depend on each other for their existence. In other words, there must be a God behind it all. God is that unique, uncreated being that is responsible for existence. Now this proof cannot reasonably tell us anything else about God, such as His name, His nature as a Trinity, but it is a rational explanation for belief in God. There are other proofs as well that are not so highly complex. Consider the famous mathematician Pascal. Paschal made a wager called none other than Paschal's wager. He believed that this proved in some manner the existence of God, or at least gave us a good reason to consider whether or not God does exist. For instance, if God does not exist, and I believe in Him, it's of no grave eternal consequence. If God does exist, though, and I do not believe in Him, it is of serious consequence to me. Perhaps it might even cost me my soul. So it certainly does give us something to think about. Now, once we establish that God does exist, then we have to ask, has God told anything to us about Himself? There's only so much we can know about God by reason alone. That's where this word that Catholics use called revelation comes into play. The Second Vatican Council said that God's revelation is His communication of Himself, by which He makes known the mystery of His divine plan. In other words, God says, "Hey, I'm here. What's up? How's it going? I have something to tell you." Now, of course, He first said this to Adam and Eve. He revealed Himself to them as His Creator. Then He gave Moses His divine name. He said, "My name is I Am." When your very name is the meaning of existence, that probably gave Moses good cause to listen up and pay attention to what God had to say. God reveals Himself gradually and in stages through what we as Catholics call salvation history. Salvation history is not contained solely in the Bible, but both the beginning and the end of salvation history is there. Today we also live in salvation history as God calls each of us to faith in His Son, Jesus Christ, for our salvation. Where do we find this revelation about God? How did God reveal Himself? That's what makes Catholicism so unique among the many world religions. We believe that God has entered into recorded history. God Himself is outside of the constraints of space and time, but reveals Himself to us in space and time. This is a key to the whole essence of Christianity. It's not just about stories and a book. It is about actual events that have happened in history that we have every reason to believe truly happened. We believe that God revealed Himself to Adam and Eve and taught them something about Himself and who they are as well. The same goes for Noah, Abraham, Moses, David, and so on. We believe that the fullness of all this revelation comes in His Son, Jesus Christ, who we believe came to save us from our sins so that we could be in friendship with God forever and live with Him in heaven. Now I'll talk more about Jesus and what it means to have faith and how we're saved in a future segment. For now, we simply want to establish those two facts. There is a God. We can know with certainty through the use of reason that He does exist. And we also believe and can know that God has revealed Himself and His truth to us and made His will for our lives known to us. As Catholics, we believe that God has revealed Himself in this manner. Remember to send your questions in. God bless you, and we will see you next time.